Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Mary D Talk Show. Apologies, because the link went out really late, but all I could tell you is that I've been working. I have been blessed. I'm on an actual movie set right now, so you hear my voice kind of go up and down um, because I'm in the background. They're not filming right here, but they're filming not far from here. So I don't want to do anything to disturb that, I guess you could say. But first, let me thank you, our live viewers. Thank you for being here. Thank you, our replay viewers. Thank you for being here. And I always thank the executive producer of the show, my husband, Oliver. Hi, babe. Today is our anniversary. I know people go, didn't you have an anniversary before? Our anniversary is the 19th of every month. So every 19th of the month, we've been celebrating for now over 20 years. It's been 20 years. So even though I was on set this morning, Oliver sent me a text this morning and said, Happy anniversary, babe. I was like, he remembered. I think he kind of set it on his calendar. What do you think? But that's okay. That's okay. But he did remember, and he wanted to make sure I knew that this is our anniversary day. Now, the real, quote unquote, real anniversary is March 19th. But we always do something special on the 19th of the month. It just said I'm working right now, but that's okay. It's still, it's showed that he's still paying attention. You know that matters. You know that. So it does make a difference. Hi, Inoko. Oh, I love anytime I hear from Inoko, it touches my heart. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So you may see people moving around behind me. This is a live set. Um, I say blessed to be on the set. I can't really film. That's what I talked to one of the executive producers and I said, can I go do a little film? She said, no. She was very nice about it. And I would tell you, so what I can do is talk to you about it. So I'm going to do that. But let me go on and say thank you to our sponsors. Many of you know the Idea Club is a sponsor. And we also have Front Page Publishing is a sponsor for the show. If you would like to sponsor, do I have the number on there? Maybe I don't. I'm waving to you, Noko. The number, there it is 619 669 8603. 619 669 8603. If you're interested in being a sponsor, if you would like to be a guest, any of those things, you can be on it. You can contact me and we can see if we can make that happen. Movie coming out. Oh, me, I've never heard that one. Call The Memo by Minda Harts. Okay, what is that about? What is that about? Because this, I don't think I shared some stuff with you guys, but I didn't go into this things I've been working on. I've been really okay. Where are you presenting? Oh, I'm actually in Atlanta. I'm in Georgia. I know. I came in. When did we get in here? 2 o'clock in the morning. Oliver's here too. He's not on the set, but he's here in Georgia with me. So, yeah, I came in about two yesterday morning, Sunday morning. Came in and been on the set. I've been here since 5:30 this morning, and yeah, we got a call sheet, and the call sheet said I had to be here at 6. I was here at 5:30 because I didn't know I'd never been here. And anytime I've never been somewhere, I always leave early because I don't know where I'm going and you can get turned around and sometimes the GPS can give you the wrong directions. So I came early. I do not like to come to a set late for any no. And I am not one of the quote unquote talent. In other words, um, well, you may see me. I'm not sure, but I doubt it. Normally, I'm not on screen. I'm what's called production, which means I work behind the camera. I don't work in front of the camera. So I'm behind the scenes of this particular movie. It just depends. This is how many times have I been? Oh, this is probably like almost my 10th movie now that I've been in production. And then our granddaughter, and Nasea told me, she's like, Nana, you can be an actress. I said, oh no, don't tell me you're here. You are here too? Wow. Where are you? I'm in Woodstock. That's where we're filming, but that's not where I'm staying. Actually stay with one of my sons in Atlanta. He lives here. He moved here like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. He loves it. He absolutely loves it. So he said he's not going to be coming back to California. He's going to stay and have his and he's made it his home. I can tell you that right now. Okay, this is somebody. He said it's Big Flam Radio and TV. Good afternoon. And this is Lorenzo. Hi, Lorenzo. How are you? And then that was one of the executive producers that just came in. I bet they all know that I have a show and it's been on for 3.5 years. So I said, all I need is about an hour. And then that's it. I'm done. But I already told him about it. So she closed the door. So that's probably because, too, the people behind me may or may not want to be on camera. That could be. But it made it quieter, too. So but I did go to her and ask her for permission. I said, is it okay if I film in the hallway? That's what she said. No, you can't film in people because you don't know. And this is one of our crews. Tell me your name again.
My name is December.
This December, and she does makeup. Special effects makeup. And so she's here. We have so many people, beautiful people on the crew. So my position is called crafty, which I'm the crafty supervisor, meaning that, I probably, can I show you guys? I don't know if I can show you what it is or not. Because I'm going to say not because they said for me, I can do the show, but I can't really show everything about the show. Hi, Fayette. Hi, Fayette. It's good to see you. It's always good to see you. That's an author, ladies and gentlemen. You want to support her. Any African American authors, you got to support us. We need your support. Let me tell you that now. And then we have, doing good so far. This is for Big Flam Radio and TV. Safe travels and enjoy Atlanta. I'm from Southeast Georgia near Savannah. Really? I tell you. And I said, this is, I don't know if you guys can tell, this is my, on the set get up, I guess you could say. I always have baseball caps. I don't know what that's about, but I like baseball caps. I like, because it's a beautiful day. I could show you guys the sun, because it rained here. It was pouring down rain yesterday. Where we were, because I know where my son was. He said it wasn't like that. But where we were, it's pouring down rain. And this is, Uncle said, from microaggressions to the wage gap, the Mimo empowers women of the color, actionable advice on challenges and offers a clear path to success. Wow, most business books provide a one-size-fits-all approach. I didn't know that. Wow, you're helping me. You really are. Thank you. And I see Fayette, you said during your thing. You know what I did? Because when I took the position to come, I said, yeah, you do remember I do have a show on Mondays, right? I did, and she goes, oh yeah. And in fact, they're gonna come on the show once they're finished filming. The executive producers are coming on the show, and I'll make sure I remind you guys that this was the show. This is where I'm on set, because they're actually filming right across the street from here. And everybody's going over there, but I told them, I said, I got to do my show first. I didn't want to, I can't go where they're filming because they don't want to hear me talking. Once they say quiet on the set, when you hear quiet on the set, that means nothing. You don't hear anything. It's a filming, and every single sound can be in what they're filming. And so that's why they'll say quiet on the set. And so once you hear that, you literally freeze. You freeze until they're finished filming. And that's what I would say. Hi, Denise. How you doing? So that's what I would encourage. I would tell anybody, if you are interested, I would. And see, I got into this by accident. Let me say this time. Well, I don't know if it's by accident, but I wanted to get into film. I really did. I didn't know how to do it. I had no clue of what to do and how to do it. Then I think I started sharing with you guys. I started taking classes on screenwriting. And from those classes, the lady that was teaching the classes started making movies. She now has over 30 movies. I've worked on about 10, at least 10 of them. So this is probably like my 11th movie 11th set that I've been on at least. So now when you see this movie, and I'll let you guys know when it comes out, when you see it, you'll see Crafty Supervisor Mary D. Welch. That's how you know it's me in there. That's you in the credits. Now, this is interesting. Do you know for years, I think I shared this with you guys. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 years. I'm talking about years and years and years. When we go to the movies, even to this day, I would stay to the end and watch the credits. I had no clue that I was putting myself up there. Because even Oliver would tell you, Oliver sit there, we're watching the credits, and he'll go, why are we sitting here watching it? And he always tells me, do you know anybody up there? And I always tell him no. And he goes, why are we sitting here? Why? And I tell him, I don't understand it either. I never really recognized I was putting my name up there, if that makes sense. I was doing it by osmosis, I guess. And now you go to some of the movies and my name's up there. It's right there. So I would tell any of you. Um, I ended up getting in this field. I guess it wasn't by accident. I wanted to get into the movie industry. I just didn't know how to do it. That's all there is to it. And now I've been taking classes to learn how to be a screenwriter. I have, oh my goodness, now how many movies? I'd say at least 5 plus the one documentary. I think I shared that with you guys. It's one documentary that I'll be filming this year, and then I'll also will be filming. Uh, my goal is by next year one feature movie. So the production company is Center Stage Media. So when you guys see Center Stage Media, that's the production company, and that's who we'll be filming with. So I'm getting excited, and here's about a year away, at least a year. It could be up to 2. It takes a while. The production that I'm on right now, it was 2 years ago when they wrote this, and they're just now filming it. So it is not a quick overnight thing. Let me just say that to anybody that's interested. That's not what this is. But you can do it. If you really want to get into the industry, you can do it. I would encourage you to. I would, if that's what you want to do. I actually love it, even though it's long hours. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. It just depends on what they're shooting. Today they're shooting. I think we get off at like 6 today. That's kind of early day, to be honest. So when I come in at 5:30, but my report time was 6 o'clock. So really it would be 6 to 6. What is that? 12 hours a day. We get an hour for lunch. So you get an hour for lunch. All of your meals are taken care of by the production company. You don't have to go anywhere and buy anything to eat because they don't have time for you to go out and buy anything. That's why they have our food brought in because we don't have time. We don't because as the saying goes, time is money. It is definitely time is money in this industry. So Cole, you said it's the memo. I said the memo. It's the memo to career advice that overlooks the unique barriers that women of color face. Wow, you're right about that. I like that. So you're here, okay? And you said she's a local Riverside native. Now I must have missed something. The memo. There must be the lady that's over it is a local Riverside native. Okay. And you said, out of respect to all, love you. Oh, I missed something. The memo. I know I did. Okay. Okay. You said, oh, Fayette said, doing your thing. Fayette, you are too funny. Did I get you, Denise? Hi, Denise. In case I missed you. See, they're going right now over to where they're shooting. I took some water over there. I took some water. As I said, my position is Crafty. Let me tell you what Crafty does. I make sure that there's snacks. It can be sodas. I have right here, I have oatmeal. I have chips. It could be raisins, nuts, but it's really snacks. So people, because even though we have lunch catered and all that kind of stuff, which is fine, but in between lunch and dinner, people get hungry. So they want, we make sure they have coffee, you have tea, you have, what else do I have in here? Chips, bagels. Um, Now, see, I make sandwiches. Everybody doesn't make sandwiches, but I make sandwiches because I like doing that for everybody. I like doing stuff like this. I think I really like meeting now the quote unquote what I used to call actors. They're actually called talent. So when you meet someone that's on screen, they're called talent. They're not called actors. They're not acting. They're called the talent for the production. I met one young lady here. She looks like she's like 16, um, really young, very very young. And I've met two other guys here, and all of them have been very 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 nice. That now that's on this production. On another production I've been on a couple of other ones. Um, One I met Vivica Fox was on. She was she was a director on one of them. Um, who else have I met? Vanessa Bell Calloway. She was a director on another one of the projects I was in. Look at they're back there waving. So it just depends. They're trying to be funny. They know. So I tell you. But it really, I mean, even though we have fun, we work. I'd be the first one to admit that it is definitely work. But it's if you like it, it's not hard work. I'll say that because even though I would tell you, I think I put in there on the email I sent, if you if you don't mind change, because there's we've changed locations. That was a change. We've changed we've changed locations. We could change start times. It is very much. This is what I learned about this business. It's very much you must be flexible. You must be flexible. If you're not flexible, you're in the wrong business. You might as well not even be in this business because I mean, if they change something, you roll with it. You don't say, "Oh, I can't stand it." You don't start that complaining crap because you're wasting your time. And definitely in this business, time is money. If they have to reshoot a scene, that's money because they have all those people in that. You have the talent involved in the scene, you have the director involved in the scene, you have the producers involved in the scene, you have the production. Whoever's in that scene has to be reshot. That's time and money that's involved. So you really want to make sure. I try to make sure for me that my job is done. I try to make sure if people need anything, I try to make sure they have it. Um, yes. What'd you say, Nicole? You say you watch the credits out of respect for honoring everyone gifts and talent. That's what it is, Inoko. I'm gonna tell you guys, you know what I did before? I'm just gonna share this with you guys. I thought that what I did was kind of lowly. I did. I thought when I first did Crafty, I thought, oh, that's kind of like a low job. It was like low man on the totem pole. That's what I thought. Until one of the ladies, she was a young lady, she came over to me and she said, because somebody said, "Well, what is your position?" I wasn't behind Crafty. I was doing something. I forget what. And they're like, well, "What is your position here?" I said, I'm Crafty, but the what I didn't say it. I said it like it was demeaning. And she came over to me and she straightened me out. She said, "Do you know this production?" She goes, "Do you know all of us? It takes all of us to make this movie. You are just as important as that director. You're just as important as that producer." I never looked at it like that. That young lady straightened me out. She did. She goes, everybody here has to come to you. Think about this. For coffee, for tea, for chips, for something, they're going to come to you. For candy, whatever it is. And I thought, I just didn't look at it like that. Let me tell you what else happened to me. I was on another set. This lady comes over to me. She was an extra. So she was on set. But she comes over to me and she says, she started whispering. She goes, how did you get that job? It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then. I just looked at her. I said, "What?" She said, "I want that job." I was like, "What?" She said, "Do you know how many people you meet by being just by being crafty. You can come on in. Come on in. Um, you know how people you meet? I said, she goes, you meet everybody. You meet everybody has to come to you and meet you. And I'm like, you're kidding.
Sorry.
You guys are, you just so you know, you're all live. You can say your name. Come on in.
Hey. I'm like, I'm walking in your background.
That's okay. But I'm live. Every Monday I do a live show.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, out of your hair.
You're fine. You're fine. So those ladies there were part of the hair and makeup. That's what they are. So they're in that department. Everybody, I don't even know if they want their names. That's why I didn't want to say their names out loud because you never know. But that when the way that lady said it to me, she came over to me. I wasn't doing anything special, nothing. But she said, I want that job. I said, you do? I was like, what? She goes, yeah, you know, people you get to meet. And I was like, you're right. And everybody comes. It says, what do I have here? I mean, it's yogurt right next to me, but yogurt and some. It just depends. But the goal is that we keep the production crew fed. Nobody has to go out, leave here to go get anything. We're going to take care of them right here. That's what's so important, and that's what's important. I'm laughing, but for them to come in there like, let me come in there and get something because they were getting chips, sandwiches. I'm almost out of sandwiches now, so I have to make some more before I go. Because I will go. I'm gonna go across the street. I already took sodas over there, but I'm gonna go and make sure they have water, all that. So I'm thinking, like I said before, I thought it was something lowly. I have since learned it's not that at all. But you, just like anything else, you have to like it. And I definitely am a people person. So I love meeting new people, talking to them, getting to know them. Far as I know, I'm the only one from California. They film a lot of movies here in Atlanta, Georgia. My goodness, a lot. That's what when I've talked to other people, and they said that they're like, oh yeah, they film a lot of movies, you know. And they said if you want to come and work in the industry, you can work here. I never even considered that because I've been blessed. I've worked on sets in LA, which is not that far from me, but I tend to work more either Atlanta or Maryland. I've been in those two areas the most. I film the most in those two areas, so it just depends. But this is a live set, meaning that we're filming right now. That's what I mean by it's a live set, not just dormant or anything like that. You're actually on one that they're filming. Now they stopped. Now you don't see as many people moving because they've already moved over to where they're filming, and I'm one of the few. I'm kind of after I finish the show, then I'll go over there. I'll go over there too and really make sure if they need anything, that kind of thing. But my executive producer is too funny. She said, why don't you take some stuff over there? I said, the show starts in 10 minutes. So it was like, but she's gonna be on there, and I can't wait to introduce you guys. I have met some of the nicest people. I really have. I'll give you some names that I've worked on the sets with. I've been on with Vivica Fox. She was the director for the Tonisha Welch story. I met her. I've taken pictures with her, but I just never posted them. I probably should, but I just haven't posted them yet. But I do have a picture with Vivica Fox. I met Vanessa Bell Calloway. She was the director for, what was it called? Oh, I forget her. It'll come to me. The name of her movie. I forget, but it'll come to me. Who else have I met? And you guys would know who they are. Let me think. The man that played, I can't call it. So some of the talent, I don't know their names. I know them when I see them, but I don't necessarily know their names. But those two, I definitely remember working with. Tobias Trevillo I worked with them. I sound like that. I was on production, and they were the talent on the production. And he's the one that's the love interest for Jill Scott for First Wives Club. You guys, he said, getting used to the Southern hospitality. You guys, I was born in the South. I sure was. I was born in the South. So I understand Southern hospitality, humble and grateful spirit. This is true. You know what it is, Inoko? Really living. This is living a dream for me. That's what this is. This is a dream. I have movies I want to make, and just really. So thank you. Oh, thank you. And to be around people, the two ladies that are the executive producer of this movie, we were in screenwriting classes together. To see them now make their own movie is really showing me if they can do it, you can do it. If they can do it, you can do it too. So I'm just encouraged by them, which I've already shared that with them. I'm so proud of them that they have, as they say, taken the bull by the horns and they're making their own movie. And as I told them, this is the first of many. This isn't the only movie they're gonna make. This is the first of many. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Elaine. Elaine says, "Hi there, Mary. I know you're busy and your work is definitely important. Jennifer learned just like you that what she did behind the scenes at BET was crucial and essential too. Have fun." Thank you. You know what I think it is? Because we're not in front of the camera. That's all. And but if you really look, ladies and gentlemen, there's more people behind the camera than there ever are in front of the camera. That is a fact. There's tons of people behind the camera. So and then I was, as I said before, this my two positions I've had in film are casting assistant. I'm a casting assistant and crafty. I've been mostly crafty, and then I still been a casting assistant. Those are two. Now, I do want to learn other positions. I can tell you that now, but it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. You deserve it all. Always making others' dreams come true and have healthy wings. So you are so, Inoko, thank you. You are so sweet to say that. I'm telling you, I never thought, never did I think I would be work. I wanted to do it, but I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to get into the industry. I didn't really know. And then our son Bradley, I always call all the boys number one sons. So Bradley is the number two of the number one sons. And he said, "Mom," one day we were talking. He goes, "Do you have an IMBD, Mom?" For those of you who don't know what an IMBD is, that is, what does it stand for? That's when you're in the industry. Then you have a page, and your credits are there. And I have a page, and my credits are there. And he's like, we were just at his house. This is about a year ago, and he said it really casually. He goes, "Mom, do you have IMBD?" And I said, "Yeah, Bradley, I have IMBD." He looked at me. I said, and he goes, "Mom, do you have IMBD?" Like, I don't know what part of, I said, "Yes." I said, "Yes, son, I have IMBD." He goes, "Mom, do you have an IMBD?" I am not kidding you guys. It was like, I said, "Bradley, what part of yes are we not getting?" And finally he goes, "Wow, Mom." He went on his phone and he saw it. And he goes, "You do have an IMBD." I said, "Yeah, I do, son. I'm trying to tell you that." And then he said, I know that what you're doing, but you don't act like it's a big deal." I said, "Son, it is a big deal, but I'm so busy doing it until I don't think about it like that." And that's the truth. When you're and I'm enjoying it. And I was talking to a gentleman, he's a medic on the set, and we were talking about that. And he goes, "I could tell you enjoy it." He said, "I could tell." I said, "I do. I do." He said something. He goes, "You people come in, you're just happy to be helpful." I said, "I think I'm just happy to be here. Period. That's it. I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to have the opportunity." Um, that's it. I would tell anybody. Oh, you guys, let me go back up here. You said, you said, yes, monkey grips have always been interested in learning more about monkey grips. Now you have to tell me, what's a monkey grip, Inoko? I don't know what that is, so you have to tell me. Because I don't know. And then this is, you said, "Glory to God." What are monkey grips? That almost sounds like the name of a movie. Oh, did I get yours, Elaine? I think I did. I did get your. Did I put it? Okay, I did. I want to make sure. I didn't want to forget anybody. So just so, but I went, like I said, to be honest with you, who gave me the idea for this show was one of the executive producers. Because I told her, I said, "Oh, I want to. What did I tell her? I was going to talk about um, what's going on politically." She goes, "You think you really want to hear that?" She was like, she said, "Why don't you talk about being on set?" She gave me this idea, and I said, "You know, that sounds like a good idea." And that's how I end up talking about this. Because normally, if you really think about it, I don't talk about this. Mm-mm. I don't talk about, and let me share this with you too. I started out as a volunteer, or I say as a PA, production assistant. That's how I started working on movie sets as a PA. I'm doing my hat, make it straight. It looks kind of crooked. I don't know, but anyway, that's how I started. And I say that because people think you start off, getting paid or whatever. That's not how I started. I started as a volunteer. That's how I started. And I just volunteered and worked and worked and worked. And next thing you know, now I'm part of the production. But it didn't happen overnight. But I will tell you, if you really want to get into this industry, you can. But as I said before, that's how I started. I started as a volunteer. You may not have to do that. I don't know. Or if you know someone that's making a movie, if that's your goal, everybody doesn't want to do this kind of work. It's not as, let me say, it's not as glamorous as it looks. I would say it is fulfilling. I would definitely say it's fulfilling because I enjoy it. And even if they call today and say, "Oh, we're going to go to another place tomorrow," the call sheet said, "We're doing this, but we're going to do this." I'm, I'm, you have to be fluid. You have to be willing to move, and you cannot. If you are a complainer, this is not the business for you. If you're not a nice person, this is not the business for you. If you don't treat people correct, nicely, and with kindness, this is not the business for you. I can tell you right now, you will not last. You will not, because somebody's going to bump into you. Somebody's going to, that's just how it is. You're working in small areas, and if you can't be nice to people, then don't get in this business because they won't bring you back. They won't. I'm just going to be honest. You know what they're going to say? No. Or when they have, if you're not the first person that's at top of mind when they have a position, then the person you need to check is you, because you want to be the first person. You don't even want them to think of anybody else. They want to think of you when they get ready, because they pick their like somebody told me, they're definitely, we all have tribes. Let me say that. We all have a tribe. Your family is a tribe. The people you work with is a tribe. Your sorority, fraternity, whatever that's a tribe. We all have it. And there's no different in this industry. They have tribes. Now, it's called a production company, but it is a tribe that we all, and this is our first day shooting. We're going to be shooting for a couple of weeks. So we're here for, a couple more weeks. And we do get to know each other in that time period. We get a chance to, hopefully, sometimes you get a chance to talk, sometimes you don't, but you're still around the same people for the next couple of weeks. But the same thing, you're gonna bump into somebody. That's just how life is. You hope you don't say anything derogatory. At least you just try to be nice and try to be respectful of everybody, no matter who they are. That's pretty much it. I don't think it's anything that people can't do, but everybody doesn't want to be nice to people. Some people like being mean. I think that's just who they are. That's just who that person is. But if that's who you are, then this is not the business for you. I can tell you that now. But if you are kind, I've noticed, I'm trying to think, if I've been on a set where people were not kind. No. Every set I've been on, they've been kind. They've been nice, they've been kind, they've been considerate on every single one. Every single one. Think about what I'm not talking about. I've been on more than one now. But every single one, every person there has been that. They've been thoughtful, they've been considerate, they've been all those things. Now, I can't say who they are once they leave that set, but on that set, they treated me with respect. I treated them with respect. I'm trying to disrespect anybody. I mean, none of that. Very much industry that's very considerate of each other. I will tell you that very much. So if that's who you are and you like to be around people like that, then it could be for you. If that's not who you are, I would suggest you not come into this industry because they will let you go. Let me tell you that they will let you go. They don't have no problem with it because what happens, I'm gonna tell you why. That negative energy is contagious. I already know. They don't need that. They don't need, if you're bringing negativity to this atmosphere, because right now everyone is, having, I mean, we're working, but we're having a good time. If you're bringing negativity, that negativity is contagious and they can do without it. And there's too many other people out here that can do the job for you. My job too. There's a whole lot of people who can do this job. It's not like I'm the only one that can do it. But why would I want to be anything but kind and nice and respectful and courteous? Why would I want to be like anything but that? That's what they are to me. But I'm saying that because people, I must admit, I'm trying to see, when did I ever see? I have to honestly say, I can't think of one time on any sets I've been on where somebody, and for me to even say sets is in plural instead of singular, it's saying something. But I hadn't really shared that, how many I've been on. I am, as I mentioned, I'm writing a couple of movies right now. And even for me to say I'm writing a couple of movies, I'm like, I have a hard time, and I'm the one saying it. I say that because I have a hard time believing it. Because not that long ago, I did not know how to write, be a screenwriter. But I took the classes and learned how to do it. Elaine, Mary, God keeps putting you right where He wants you to be. You asked and He gave you your words. Tell it, Elaine. But I didn't even know I was asking. Elaine, think about this. When I watched those credits, I did not know I was asking. I didn't know. I was just watching the credits. I felt like, who wrote that? Was that Chunoko? I really felt like I was honoring the people that we didn't see on the screen. That's what I felt like. I said, well, those people had something to do with making this movie. The least I can do is sit up there and watch the names. So, that's really what it felt like to me. I never knew I was putting my name up there. When you see the Tonisha Welch story, and I think, what am I? Casting assistant on that story. I'm a casting assistant. And you see your name up there as a casting assistant, it's like, ah! That's what I felt like. I was like, and then, what story was it? Was it Tonisha Welch? It may have been that one. And my in-laws are over. They watched the whole movie so they could see my name in the credits. They stayed and watched the entire movie one night, just so they could clap when my name went by in the credits. And they told me why. They said they have never met anyone whose name was up there on the movie. Think about that. They said we just wanted to see your name up there. So I can tell you, if you watch the movie Strange Love, I'm there as Crafty, and you'll see Mary D. Welch. It says Mary Welch, I think. And if you see my name, and you'll see it in Tonisha Welch, those are features. The other ones, my name is in. Some of them are shorts. What is it? It's a breast cancer. A couple of shorts. I can't remember the name of them now, but they're on BET. If you go to BET and watch those, one is The Couch. I think I'm a casting assistant on those. It just depends on on what it is. But I'm in there. I'm definitely there. The executive producers for this movie, there's two ladies. They're executive producers. The executive producer for the company I work for another company, and it's a lady and her brother-in-law. They're the two executive producers for that movie, for that company. So what I noticed is that people partner with other people. That's what I noticed. So they don't have to put up the entire amount of money to make these movies because it can get kind of pricey, you know. So they partner with that, and that reduces their risk, but they still get the benefit when the movie makes money, and that's the goal. Inoko. Oh, okay. So you said um, if we have emotional and relationship intelligence in every field is a plus. You have that, Mary W. And your thank you, thank you, thank you. I tell you, you know, go. I tell you know, this is as I said before. This has been. I wasn't going to talk about this. This is so interesting. I was going to talk about the DNC and all this kind of stuff. But when she said you need to talk about you are actually on the set, she told that's the executive producer told me that, and she said that's what you need to talk about. I said okay, I can do that, but I didn't. But I didn't want to over uh, extend and start showing things that they may or may not want me to show. And I went to there's like I said, there's two executive producers. I went to the executive producer and she said, I said, can I show the hallway? She goes, no. She said, don't show anything because you're live, you're on the internet, and I don't want, you know, there to be a problem that you did do that. And she said, I'm so glad you came and asked me because otherwise, what if I had went all through the building and started showing stuff they didn't want? Remember, we're live. So I'm like, no, I don't want to do something like that because you don't want to get in bad with people. I don't. I want to make sure we stay on the up and up. Oh, which is Inoko. You said future show be kind. Yep, yep. And when you guys will know when we get time to film, we start filming. We'll be filming. Like I said, as soon as it's going to take time. But there are two that are really close. I can tell you right now, and it looks like I'd probably be filming in California. I don't know. I shouldn't say that because we could come to Atlanta. A lot of movies are made out here, tons. So they call it Black Hollywood. So, but God knew. Oh, Elaine, you're right. I didn't know, but God knew. I'm sitting up here just trying to honor the people that are up there, not knowing I want to be up there, but didn't know how to get up there. As in the credits. So those you know what I'm talking about. I didn't even have a clue. I didn't even know. Oh, you're going to watch the movie? Well, I'm going to tell you, when this is what one of the executive producers told me. She said, when this movie comes out, let me say, she's already told me she's going to be on the show. Both the executive producers from this movie are going to be on the show when this movie gets ready to come out. She's already told me that. So I'm thinking next year, but I don't know for sure. But I'm guessing it takes like after you film, it takes about 6 months before the movie because they have to edit. It's all kinds of things they have to do. They have to add music to it. They have to, just all kinds of things that they do once the movie is as they say in the can, that kind of thing. So, but these the two ladies on this one, I can't wait till they come on. And they really, though I work for them, they become friends too. So, and then we have Big Flam Radio on TV says also you can purchase Final Draft screenwriting. I already got it. I learned on my own from books and how to write a screenplay. I write my own. So I wrote my first screenplay 34 years ago using an old typewriter. Wow. Well, no, I use Final Draft. I was just working on it yesterday, working on a short. So I have now, think about this, ladies and gentlemen. First I didn't have any movies. Now I have about 6 or 7 movies, at least. And I'm sitting here going, wow. If someone told me I'd have 6 or 7, I'd be like, yeah, right. But ideas come to you. Ideas, they do. They come to me. So when they come, I'm like, okay, then I had to learn, write it down. That's the first thing. And I do. And the second thing is just take your time because I think we rush. At least I know I'm guilty of that, of rushing. Now I don't so much. I take my time more and really pay attention. And if you've been screenwriting, I would encourage you, Lorenzo. Yeah, they're people are looking for content right now. They're looking for it. So I would, you know, if you I'm say if you want to film or whatever, but I would definitely look into that for sure, for sure. And I see, I think that's one of them. I'm looking behind me. I can't tell who it is really. Um, but they're like I said, for the most part, they're all over there filming, and so I get to go over there. I wish I could take you guys in there, but they already told us we cannot film. They don't even want us to post. I took pictures with myself and two and three of the talent, I think, and I can't post them. But I'll be able to post them when the movie comes out. Now there is another movie that will be coming out um, in November. That the lady that's the executive producer for this movie is the writer. So, okay, this movie I'm working on, the executive producer is the writer and executive producer for this movie. She does all that. Um, but she also has another movie that's coming out on BET in November, and you'll see an email on that, and it'll talk about that movie that she's working on. So she'll have two coming out within 6 months of each other. It says, it said we must not only be kind to others but ourselves. You're right. That's important for our emotional and spiritual well-being. Tell it. It's true. I don't think we realize that it is so important. It is so important. And we can't take it lightly. We really can't. So we have to do all those things. Any questions? I've been talking, talking, talking. So any questions you guys have? Because I wanted, like I said, the way I got started, it was as a volunteer. Now I'm working. I'm on this project. I'm actually an employee for this project. Well, independent contractor. You can say independent contractor. But I would tell you, okay, you said you're in what? I'm in the group Stage 32 here in California. Now, I don't know what that means. Stage 32. Are they put on productions? Because like I said, there's a short, I have two shorts that I've already written that I do want to film, but I'm considering making them into features. Let me tell you the difference, ladies and gentlemen. The short, from what I know, is they're not as lucrative as a feature. Feature film is 90 minutes. I think it's a minimum of 60 minutes, but it's 90 minutes. That's a feature. You said, hello, repeat the title. Hi, Ruby. I'm not sure if I can. That's why I haven't said it. That's why. Now, the one that's coming out in November, I think I can talk about that one because that one's set to come out. That is Style Me for Christmas. That one's coming out. I just can't talk about the one I'm working on right now. But yeah, Style Me for Christmas is coming out, I believe, is set for November the 14th. And one of the writers on that is the writer on this project right here. And she's going to be on the show. But I'm going to wait till she's on the show because I don't want to give her name. And then she's like, oh, I didn't want you to use my name. So I'll wait until I get permission to do all that. But she's the writer on both of these projects. And that's what. So now what I really had to calm down because I'm watching other people do their projects. I'm like, okay, I had to calm myself down because the truth of the matter is there is no timeline with this. There isn't. And I get anxious. I get like, when is my time coming type thing. You love holiday movies? I know. Tell me about it. The one I have two Christmas movies that are coming out. Two. Well, they're not coming out yet. Let me backpedal on that. See, I must be speaking into existence. I have two Christmas movies that I've written. Now, when they come out, I don't know. I didn't even realize I said that. I was like, wow. Then I said, I didn't even hesitate. They're coming out. No, they're not there yet. They're being worked on. I'm actually working on one today. Well, I'll be working on it today because I really am very well. One is a family Christmas movie, and the other one is a father daughter Christmas movie. So, but they're both, for Christmas time. Maybe next year they'll be out for Christmas. Wouldn't that be nice? You guys will be like, I will definitely be. I will be on. I wouldn't be able to show you everything, but I can show you. I would do interviews with whoever the talent is and the leads. When you're an executive producer, that you can put in the contract that they have to do an interview with you, all kinds of stuff like that. But most truthfully, they don't mind because that's publicity for them, so they don't tend to mind when you do that. Okay, you said now they have connections with producers, literary agents, directors to promote works for streaming service. Wow, you have to connect me with them. I never heard of them. But believe me when I tell you, it's a lot I haven't heard of. So that's not anything unusual. So I would definitely you have my contact information, right? I don't know if you do or not. I think you do. I would love to get in contact with them. Your time is today. Oh, thank you. You can be my publicist. You're gonna be my publicist and go out and tell everybody about these movies that's coming. I tell you, there are, like I said, the one that's a short one is about breast cancer. I'm thinking about making that into a feature film. I'm considering it. I said, this may be instead of it being a short, I think I'm gonna make it to a feature, which means it'll be 90 minutes. Right now it's like 22 minutes long or something like that. I could actually do both, the 22-minute version and then make it into a 90-minute version. I know you're saying, how do you take 22 minutes and make it into 90 minutes? Different storylines. That's how you do it. Different storylines. So, yes, why not? Oh, you said the names of the movies? Your names of the movies or shorts, again, where your name is on the credits. Oh, well, our name's on the credits, it would be the Tonisha Welch story. That's one. I think I'm on there as a casting assistant. And Strange Love. I'm crafty on that one. Those are two features that are on right now. The Tonisha Welch story and Strange Love. Strange Love stars Country Wayne. He's the star of that movie. I think it's on BET right now. I'm pretty sure. And then the other movie, the Tonisha Welch story, which is based on a true story. That came out, was it last year? I think it was last year. We were filming last year. We were in that one. That story is based in Detroit when they were really big into cocaine and all that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, she ends up going to prison for it. Come on in. If you want to get in, come on in. You can come in. You guys, come and get your food. Come. That's okay. And this is part of our crew, these lovely ladies here.
Oh, I'm a boy.
A boy. Oh, so I only saw the one. Sorry about that. Hi. How you doing? Yes. Okay. So we're hold on. Oh, we only have a few minutes, huh? Okay. So those are the two, and then the short ones. I can't think of the names of the short. Those are the two features that I'm as casting and crafty. Those two. And then here we go. And you're laughing. I'm telling you, this is how it is. This is how it is. Like I said, this is my position as crafty. You said, I believe that I still do. I still do. Okay. Oh, did they leave the door? They left the door open. Oh, because I think almost everybody went over there because they're filming in another location. So after I get off right now, I'll pack everything up and put it in the car and take it over to the it literally is across the street, but I can't carry all this stuff back and forth. So I'll pack it up and take it over there so that if people want something, we have it over there for them. That's what it is. So you guys get to see, like I said, people coming in and getting that's how it is. And I'm sitting here. I just saw hair. That's all I saw. I didn't know. He goes, oh no, I'm a boy. It's like, okay. But anyway, any questions about anything? As I said before, the number one way I was able to get into these positions, I started out as a volunteer. I volunteered my time, and then people saw me working and said, "Would you like to work on this project, that project?" That's how it's now. I have different ones. I go work for. So leading up to eventually um, my project will be up there. That's and one of the talent here. She said, "Well, you know you're next, right?" And I said, "Oh, okay." It was funny. She's really everybody. They're really sweet, and because somebody was asking me. They said, well, "What do you do other than crafty?" And I said, "I'm a writer." They're like, "Wow, they go, you're a writer." I said, "Yeah, I'm a writer." Do you have any? I said, "Well, I have some projects that some executive producers are looking at." And they're like, "Wow, but you're crafty here." I said, "Yeah." And they're like, "That's how you do it. You stand connected to the industry. You're not getting, away from the industry, staying connected to." I thought that was very nice. But they was like, "I can't believe that you," and then they don't believe I came from California. That's another thing. They always tease me about that. Um, they say, "Why are you here? Why are you in Atlanta and you're only what are you, an hour away from LA?" I said, "Because I don't know that many people in LA to work. I do know people out here to work. So I follow the work. I can't make people in LA know me. Here they know me, they know my work, and they trust me to do the work and those kind of that is really a lot of it. I would I've been now if I knew people in LA, like Lorenzo says, this group, and I may work in LA. But right now, I can't say that I do. So it's been very interesting. Very interesting. But I don't mind coming here. Remember, we have family here. We have a lot of family here. We have a brother, a sister-in-law here, nieces, nephews here. We have a son here. So it's not like when we come here, we don't have people to visit. We have a ton of people to visit, truthfully. Um, yeah, so it's not a bad thing to come to for us to come out here. That's why Oliver's here. Oliver's right here. And you said, did I see? Did I know you were a breast cancer survivor? I don't know if I knew that. I did not know that. Today? Wow! Congratulations! Wow! I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that. But I've written a movie about it. I sure have. I sure have. And you said, how long are you going to be there? Um, that's a good question. For a little while, Oliver's going to go back, but I'm going to stay. Oliver's going to go back. So he just came to make sure I got all situated and everything else. So he's not going to stay out here, but I will. I'll be here for a little while, for a few days. Yeah, but he's not going to stay. And Inoko, hallelujah. I know, huh? Elaine, I'm like, Inoko. I didn't know. I don't think I knew. Oh, 2017, Beyond Survival. Woo! That is a hallelujah. That's a praise report, girl. That is a praise report. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Well, I can tell you, ladies, gentlemen, and I'm sitting here, they're like waiting. Can you tell they kind of like, we want some food? They're trying to, I don't know if you saw behind me, they were trying to wait until I come off the show. But I want to tell you, thank you for listening today. Today was more listening, but and Inoko, thank God for you. Thank God. Oh, you touched my heart. Thank you, Lord. Glory to God. I agree. Woo. Woo, woo, woo. I'll be back. I think I'll still be on the set next Monday. When I come back, I'll still be here. But I will see if they'll let me walk around and just kind of introduce people to you guys. It's all up to the executive producers. It's all in what they say. So whatever they say, that's what it is. God bless each and every one of you. I love you, and I will see you on Monday. Bye, everybody.